Welcome to episode 3 of Giggleboys. I'm Eli Halpern.
And I'm Mike Eaton.
How am I looking today?
Like a pimp that sells Bitcoin. Why do you buy these outfits?
Oh, I don't buy them. No one buys a fur jacket. Everyone just gets it from someone else.
What does that even mean?
I don't know, man. I've never met someone who's actually went out and bought a fur jacket. Everyone just has one because they stole it from someone else.
No, I never. Who do you know? Who are you hanging out with is just stealing fur jackets?
The person I stole this from.
I mean, maybe there are just like 6 fur jackets. They're all just in circulation.
Yeah.
I think that was Puff Daddy's.
Dude, I had, every girl's been complimenting me about this. They're like, oh, I love your jacket. And this one, like, fat girl the other night.
Yeah.
She's like, that's an awesome jacket. And I was like, thanks. I killed the animal with my bare hands. And then she was like, ugh. And then I was like, and then I fucked it. And then she was like, ah, and then walked away.
You should have been like, good thing you don't need a jacket, ever. you know, I usually run hot, but like, you came in here just wearing boxers and a fur coat, and you're like, it's fucking hot. I was like, you could maybe not wear a fur coat indoors.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to last the whole podcast with this.
Good. Well, we'll thirst trap. We can get a lot of gay men watching our podcast to see your body. And early 20s Austin women.
Someone was like, where's all the women like your age in Austin? I was like, I don't know, probably at work. Probably raising a family.
You said that to me the other day. Like, I never meet girls in their 30s. I feel like they're all just like working.
It was like building a future for themselves or something.
Yeah, it's like, well, you are drinking and it's 3 on a Tuesday.
Yeah, man. Austin is insane. The amount of people that just go out and party on the weekdays and then also complain about being broke.
I feel like there's like, in LA, everybody lived with their parents and that's how they had enough money to be degenerates. But in Austin, like, rent's cheaper. The pay is shittier here across the board usually. But I feel like there's just this giant group of people in Austin that have enough money to not do anything. And they're just on like permanent summer just at all of the bars.
Or they're just living off that one stimulus check.
That would be awesome. I wish I was good enough at stocks that $1,200 would last me more than 3 days.
Stock market's been great lately.
I have been just, you text me names of stocks and then I buy them on Robinhood. That's as much as I know about the stock market.
That's how I got started.
I've heard CRISPR's doing great.
Dude, CRISPR's, have you researched what CRISPR is?
It's the gene stuff, right?
Yeah.
They fuck with genes. Like,
it stands for like
acid washed and like boot cut. Like, I've been wearing some CRISPRs right now.
They look pretty crispy.
Yeah, they're eugenics, right?
Yeah, essentially. So CRISPR is a really long acronym for. Can we pull that up?
There's no E. Yeah, on the right. Dude, I gotta get my glasses for when we.
Dude, I gotta.
On this because I just squint like I'm
angry. Take this off. The sleeves.
Is this it right
fits
here?
Perfectly, except for the fucking sleeves. I can't fit my. Wait, click on the Wikipedia page. Make it large.
It makes my
so I can
ears
read
tickle. I don't like it.
Clustered, regularly interspaced, short palindromic repeats.
Yes, I'll have 2.
So, CRISPR is like the name of a business, but it's the actual name is like CRISPR-Cas9 enzyme.
Okay.
And it's basically an. Hang on, man.
What is your chain? Why do you have like a fucking? Is that merch from The Mummy with Brendan Fraser? Like, what the fuck is that chain?
You know the music I listen to, all right? I'm just trying to get in the groove.
I know
man.
you don't listen to Walk Like an Egyptian exclusively. Like, what is that? You have like an ankh hanging from your neck.
It's actually.
I got it from my uncle.
It's a $1 bill.
Is it? God. Jesus. All right.
I'm trying to talk about science, and you're talking about the fucking mummy.
Go back to your stock market's $1 bill necklace.
Hey, is Cass?
Call me Dollar Bill Gates.
You're like if Ty Lopez just sold DMT. Look how many Lamborghinis I have in my mind. Oh, shit. shit.
So the CRISPR-Cas9 enzyme,
Yeah.
it's like an immune system for single-celled organisms to fight back against viruses. Mm-hmm. So it's like this really complex, like organic molecule, similar to like DNA or like
RNA.
Yeah, it's like a long chain. Like it's a huge fucking molecule. So
molecules.
And then it attaches to RNA, and you know how
is that communist DNA? It's RNA, comrade.
you know how
fucking retarded.
I think I'm rubbing off on you.
Yeah. Oh, don't do that on camera. Gonna get canceled. Third episode.
That's the alternative meaning to Giggleboys.
Are you just showing people Wikipedia articles? No one's gonna read. It was for us to read.
I just wanted to read the fucking name. I still forgot it. I forgot it again.
Just go
Cas9.
The CRISPR acronym.
Tech 9? Dude, I love Tech 9.
Anyways, dude, it's fucking...
Tech 9.
It's a fucking...
Right here.
It's an immune system that attaches to a guide RNA, which goes in and it eats away at a chunk of DNA that targets itself because there's an ATGC sequence in DNA, adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine, and A only connects to T, and C only connects to G.
I also saw Gattaca.
If there's ATG, then you know the other side is going to be TGA, so there's only one possible combination, so it'll destroy the chunk of DNA, replace the RNA, and then the other side will fill in. So if you do that, they figured out how to isolate the gene to make cells glow, for example. Like fireflies and bioluminescence.
Yeah.
They operate the same way by creating the chemical is called luciferin.
Are you saying that CRISPR is going to give me a glow-in-the-dark penis?
That's what I'm getting.
Yes! Is it going to crack like a glow stick when I get hard?
So the thing is... no, this is going to glow all the time. This is going to glow all the time.
I don't want it. I want it to glow when I'm horny.
Like I said.
That would be awesome.
All the time.
Hey, Brittany, I'm glowing.
So the thing is, if you like injected that shit into your leg, just that little spot on your leg would glow. It wouldn't... like it only targets like locally. But... if you impregnate Brittany and then inject it into the fertilized egg, then it will replicate.
Come out over
and then the entire baby. How would you like your eggs? Fertilized.
Yeah.
So then when it replicates, the whole baby will glow. So you can have a glowing baby.
We gotta abuse this somehow.
Yeah, I think I've been saying for years that we should start genetically altering humans because I think we can all agree the biggest problem in the world is shitty people. So why don't we just make better people?
Let's make everybody hot. That's what we should do. Because you've talked about how like the true master race is hot people.
Yeah,
like
the
chick that solved racism or whatever.
Yeah. Knowing the Enemy on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's this Muslim chick, and she goes into like a neo-Nazi, like KKK, commune or something. I don't know. It's like it's like a city where just everyone's a Nazi.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Pittsburgh,
it was just,
Pennsylvania.
I think it was Charleston. I think it was during when that whole thing happened.
Charlottesville.
Charlottesville. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
One of the
home of Virginia Tech, founded by Thomas Jefferson.
Isn't that a place?
No, Virginia, University of Virginia, not Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech is where the Asian kid shot everybody.
And he's still
best school shooter ever. Number one, statistically crushed it. The next one is Adam Lanza at Sandy Hook, but the guy at Virginia Tech got 33. Adam Lanza got 17, and they're little kids. They're shit at hide and seek.
They're so good at school.
Yeah, they're good at school, but their desks are small. They're not gonna be able to hide for shit. And it's a fucking elementary school or whatever. You just walk in and just pow, 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 like paintball. But fucking the guy at Virginia Tech had to go into like auditorium classrooms. That's a state school. They're harder to get into. He had to get into that school just to do that shooting. Asians are better in school. I said it.
I am also an Asian supremacist.
Yeah, so you think a hot Asian would be the top person?
No, I think all hot people are equal.
But wait, so all people that are like an 8 on attractiveness are equal, but all people are a 9 are better than the 8s, but all the 9s are equal?
I think like 7.5 and up are all in the same category.
No, because I don't know, I'm a strong 6, but I and if I lose enough weight or get a right angle or good outfit, I can hit a 7 on a good day. But I I don't feel like there's like people that are like slightly better looking than me. Like, I don't feel like they're enjoying the same benefits of the people that you see and are like, oh, god damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, every now and then you see those people where you're like, that doesn't even look like a person. They look like they were made out of Instagram.
Yeah, but then you get to know them, and then you're like, ugh.
Yeah, they're all awful.
Yeah.
No one hot is good to talk to.
That's like my favorite part of dating, is just finding a really hot person and then like deconstructing them into realizing why they're worthless.
Yeah, so we need 10th Planet to open back up. So
Dude. Yeah, my fucking like jujitsu MMA gym is closed until next Monday because of COVID. They're like deep cleaning the whole facility.
Gary, please tell me that the screen is not still mostly CRISPR.
No.
Okay, the screen, our display up here shows us as a picture-in-picture on the CRISPR page.
This on the right,
Yeah.
this is what's on screen for the audience. This
I love your echo. It sounds like you're God.
is what I have.
All right. Well, yeah, so that's like where I go to get all this shit out of my system. And I like train like 3 hours a day. And people are like, that's fucking crazy. That's a lot. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm insane. And if I don't do that, everyone else is going to pay.
Yeah, it's like a dog that like doesn't get exercise. Like I was telling Brittany earlier today, like I think like people at work,
People need exercise.
Yeah,
especially testosterone.
can tell when she's high because she like gets like frustrated that she forgets stuff. So she gets like real jumpy, like a chihuahua that hadn't gone outside enough. She's like, you know, it's like you get high and you get mad at yourself. You're like, fuck, but you don't want to say it out loud.
I can't relate.
Dogs need to go outside so they don't get like that.
Yeah.
And you need to go to 10th Planet so that you don't get, I don't know, assaulty at 7-Eleven.
Oh, dude, I just flipped the fuck out.
Yeah.
I lost my cool.
They
100%.
make like $8 an hour. What did you do to them?
Well, I was with my friend Maddie, and I was getting a case of these, and she didn't have her ID on her, and she was like, "I need to see both your IDs," and I was like, "Oh, these are just for me," and she's like, "Well," she immediately left to go get her ID, and I was like, "Well, these are just for me. I'm not."
I'm not going to share this 12-pack.
With a woman? What, are you kidding me?
You're going to get 70% of the pay, but 0% of the booze.
And then she's like, it doesn't matter. You guys came to the counter together. And I was like, well, she's not at the counter anymore.
And you're like, I'm terrified of commitment. We're not together. It's just, we're just at the same place.
Well, and then I'm thinking, like, what if she's my daughter? What if I came in here with like a 10-year-old?
Yeah.
Like, you're going to card.
Not far off.
And then I was just like, I actually don't even know her. She's a stranger. And she's like, you guys walked in together. I was like, that was a coincidence. Yeah. And then she just takes the thing and she's like, have a good day, sir. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I walk out and I like knocked over a bunch of shit. I got in my car. I sped off like really fast and cut off like 10 cars and like drove on the wrong side of the road. And then Maddie's like, dude, calm down. And I was like, sorry.
Sorry, I need men to choke me or I get like this.
It's true, man. It's fucking true.
If I don't feel a man's embrace on my neck, I get really feisty.
Yeah, I need to be humbled. I need to be punched in the face every day.
Dude, I get humbled every time that someone that like doesn't do comedy does something funnier than I ever do. Shit happens all the fucking time and it makes me so mad. There's a guy that works with Brittany and he was walking in the other day and like just apropos of nothing, he just looks over and goes, Rudy Giuliani has COVID. It's going to be a good day. And then just walks in. That's the only thing he says. I was like, you're a fucking cook at a restaurant. You can't be funnier than me. Shut up.
Oh, dude, my friend Cody from Virginia called me today. And he was like, so Tom Petty, his family runs his Instagram account. And they posted a thing of
obviously
like
Tom Petty doesn't.
Is he dead?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, he's super dead.
All right.
I think, didn't he die like
I just found out.
Right around the Vegas shootings?
I literally just found out.
Well, that's something I can look up.
Yeah, I think Tom Petty died the same day as the Vegas shootings. Who, just a callback, took the record from the Virginia Tech guy for deadliest mass shooting in the U.S.
Who's next? It's going to be a while till someone can
It is, 'cause there's no big gatherings.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, social
a shame.
distancing, you stop. It's a shame.
The only time you have to be a racist now to be excited about shootings because the black people are the only ones getting gunned down out of nowhere.
Turn off the ads.
Okay, so
Jesus Christ. I just registered what you said. God damn it.
So Cody calls me and he's like, Yeah, so Tom Petty's family runs his Instagram account, and they posted like a cease and desist something about like how Trump used "won't back down" at one of his like rallies, and they were like, "You didn't have like rights to do that," and you like, I don't know, we're gonna sue you or something like that. And then so he comments, "Wow, sounds pretty petty," and then he got like 2,000 likes.
Yeah, of course.
And then someone DM'd him like, "Hey, you liberal sack of cousin fucking shit, like fuck you," and like all this shit. So Cody goes to his Instagram, looks through his shit. He finds a picture of his house with the number visible.
Fuck.
Then he finds out that he lives in Madison, Wisconsin. He goes on Google Earth. He looks around for like 20 minutes, finds his house. So then he finds his actual address. Then he orders $150 worth of pizza under his own Instagram name so the guy would know who it was when they showed up and had him pay cash.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
And then he did the same thing again the next day with Chinese food.
It wouldn't be a good prank if he had paid for it himself.
No.
I got you, bitch, with so much pizza.
Happy fucking holidays.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas.
You fuck. How dare you defend Tom Petty? Enjoy 7 larges.
And I don't know, my favorite part about that is just, that was extremely petty.
Yeah, that is. That is a heartbreaker.
Yeah, he's not a comedian. He's not a comedian. That was fucking
Gary.
By the way, Tom Petty died October 2nd, 2017.
Do the date of the Las Vegas shooting.
All right.
What day did we just say that was? October something?
October 7th.
Las Vegas 2nd. 10-2.
This was October 1st.
What's up, baby?
Man, right on the money.
Day.
Right on the money.
I only remember that because there was an incredible tweet that said that, like, last night, 13 VIP fans got to meet Jason Aldean, and then the next day they got to meet Tom Petty. Because they died. I was like, oh, boy. That's, oof.
I saw this one's conspiracy.
Oh, yeah?
I'm having a stroke, dude.
That is one conspiracy theory?
I need to punch things.
Yeah. Seriously, you're like imploding.
I'm dying inside, dude.
Yeah.
I haven't.
You haven't made anything die outside.
Just give it, dude. This week is gonna be fucking rough.
I've been watching a lot of Criminal Minds, and every time before, like, the psychopath goes on his murderous rampage, the whole team's like, well, what was the stressor? And I'm just picturing 6 months from now when you've killed a bunch of these Austin 20-year-olds you've been banging. They're like, well, how does he keep killing them? It's like, well, we got to find the stressor. Well, it started around the time that 10th Planet closed. There was no bruising because he was using jujitsu on their necks.
Hey, man.
The large blue fibers we found were from a gi.
So
Just kidding, 10th Planet does no gi.
So I started jujitsu so I could assault my girlfriend without leaving marks.
Yeah.
This is going to end up being like that Chris D'Elia podcast when he was like, oh, they can save stuff on Snapchat?
His face when he
Can
realized
the
that?
audience hear you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Can they hear you 3 times like us?
Yeah. And then wait. Christina's like, wait, you can't save stuff on Snapchat. He's like, yeah, you can. And he's like, and then it zooms on his face, and you're like, ah!
Did he just play the Curb Your Enthusiasm music?
No, so yeah, I saw this conspiracy theory about the Vegas shooting. It was showing like the building and like a little drawing of the gunman and like the party or like the concert below.
Was it a stick
And then
figure?
it had like a thing, and it was like a pyramid ritual shooting. And I was like, that's just how height works.
That's also just the best. You can't have a square. You're shooting from one spot. If you do this way, it's gonna make a triangle.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Wait, I wanted to go back to the hot people. No, the Netflix thing, knowing the enemy.
Yeah. Knowing
This
the
Muslim woman goes into like a neo-Nazi KKK thing. She gets to know all these guys, and it's like a beautiful documentary because at the end, a handful of these guys denounce their neo-Nazism, and they say to like this woman, like, we never met a Muslim woman before, and you're a very nice lady, and they say they don't want to be associated with those like hatred beliefs and stuff.
Sure.
So they end up like leaving, and you're like, wow, that's like amazing. But you don't see what this girl looks like the entire film, and then at the end they show her. Oh, it's called Meeting the Enemy. White right, Meeting the Enemy, and at the end of documentary, they show her and she's smoking hot.
Yeah, let's see what she looks like.
And I was like, dude, this isn't fair. You have to redo this with like a fat Muslim chick.
No, dude, Daryl Davis is not fuckable. And he's a dude. And
I don't know who that is.
Daryl Davis
Yeah, look at Dia Khan. She's fucking fine.
You're telling me that Mia Khalifa made a documentary? Dude, that's what we should do.
She made several. Dude, I've been saying we should make comedy porn.
I was going a complete different direction with that. I was going to say we should make porn stars go and fuck racism away.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, just go to a Klan meeting with like 6 hot black chicks and be like, get them.
Well,
they make porn
women
of
are
that.
more racist than men. White women are way more racist than white men. Like, if you ask a girl, if you ask a number of white girls, like, have you ever fucked a black guy? They'll be like, oh, no. But, like, if you ask a white guy if they fucked a black girl, they'll be like, not yet. or yes.
I mean, like, that's fair, but I also feel like
I think white women are like the
you
worst
asking
people on
that
earth.
question. Okay, Bill Burr. No, I think like it's tough because they have their own, like, women have struggles different from men and the whole equality thing and whatnot. It's very hard not to do equality, just to be a dick. But like,
What?
Like, women have dealt with more shit than men. Like, obviously, like their plot in life is more difficult.
How many women die in wars?
Who's going to war anymore? Fucking idiots that want a Camaro. There's it's like, oh yeah, sorry veterans, my bad. I respect you and you're all heroes, but like, it's like, who's dying in war? Women can go die in wars too. It's just like,
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, because they're smarter and they don't go do dumb shit like drive a
Women
Humvee.
are smarter than men, dude. You're off this podcast.
All right.
That's where I draw the line.
Women are more sensible about like putting themselves in risky situations than men. Like,
What do you mean? They fuck men.
I've jumped.
Fucking men is literally the most dangerous thing you could possibly do.
At 18 years old, I jumped off a 40-foot cliff to do a belly flop just to impress some people at drug addict camp.
Yeah, that's smarter than joining the military, sure.
Well, yeah, obviously, everything's smarter than joining the military. Going to ATT Tech or DeVry or any of the shitty online school Phoenix is smarter than going to the
Yeah,
military.
because you can't die there.
I don't know. You can die anywhere. But, like, I always get so much shit for being shitty to veterans, and then you talk to veterans, and you're like, yeah. Like, unless we do hero shit, we don't want to be told that we're heroes all the time either. We want, like, good health care. It's like, yeah, man.
Sorry, can't help you.
Yeah, I'd rather not buy, like, a bunch of new
Now go
jets
wait in line
and
at the
then, like,
VA.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the VA is, like, it's disgusting and gross, and it sucks. And, like, that's what they were all told they're fighting for. They're like, hey, if you join the army, you can go all over the world, fuck hot chicks of all the different colors, and then when you get done, you can be a scientist. But instead, they're all Walmart greeters waiting in line for syphilis meds because they spend their monthly disability on hookers.
I don't know. I have a lot of good friends in the military, and I
do, too. They're good people.
I think their only plight is just having terrible taste in women.
I think that's kind of...
I don't know any...
It's necessitated
anyone
by
in
the
the military
deadline.
that's dated like a good person.
It's necessitated by the deadline because they're like, fuck, I'm about to go overseas. I got to lock one down that I can smash until I leave and then have to smash when I get back. And what kind of girl is going to be like, yeah, I'll take dick for 3 months and then not for 3 years and then again for until he kills himself because of the noises at night? You know? like, who's signing up for that? It's not sane people.
I don't know, but if you find one, give me your number.
This one's going to get angry. Dude, this is like how I got booed off stage in Georgetown because I just doubled down on my opinions on things. Because I know I'm right. Like, I know I am.
Was that the Blue Lives Don't Matter?
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, they don't.
No one's life matters because of their occupation.
Okay, that's the other thing I have a problem with veterans. They turn into cops sometimes.
Yeah, we just need to... So, I was thinking about this too because, like, I don't want to just, like, kill all the cops in the streets. Because, like, I have a couple of friends that are nice cops. I've met really nice cops. One time in Fort Worth, I was drinking at a bar, and I was talking to this guy and his wife, and they were being very nice. And I was like, me. So I was like, hey, man, do you want to hit this? And he was like, oh, no, I'm good. And I'm like, no, this is really good weed. I brought it here from California. Like, this is amazing. And he goes, bud, stop saying that. I was like, no, try this. And he goes, I'm a cop. I was like, well, what do we do now? Because you're clearly faster than me. No, there's plenty of nice cops, but it's just they get put in such a terrible situation, and then they hire for stupidity.
I got pulled over the other night
For?
Speeding and driving without registration or license plates.
Good. And you got...
Let go.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
No, I usually don't get that. I usually don't get the white people treatment.
Why?
I don't know. I don't.
You think it's the Tesla? Do you think the Tesla helped? They're like, oh, he's not a criminal. He has a Tesla.
Maybe. I don't know. I think it's just because they're defunded and they have other shit to deal with. I was right next to the homeless encampment.
Oh, they're defunded, but they have time to arrest a fucking white comedian for his dab pen?
That's not in Austin.
It's the same thing.
It's a different county.
What
They've also
county
been
was
defunded.
it?
Hayes County.
Hayes is worse.
Yeah, fuck Hayes.
It's not
Worse.
Travis County's way more.
Yeah, I've heard from a number of people
Lenient.
that Travis County has the best cops like in the nation.
Yes.
When I say a number of people, I mean Gary, who's been arrested like 23 times.
So
we're editing that out. Hey, Mike, you can't call Gary racist, but let's talk about his extensive arrest record.
Listen,
I'm really glad that there's another guy that works at Faust Media named Gary that's not me.
Yeah, that fucking Gary Clark Jr. sure is a piece of shit.
He's been denounced of most of his charges. He's an innocent man.
I will be once they dismiss my charges.
Yeah, you're the biggest felon in the room.
Yeah, I mean, just
Wait,
my
what?
size, or you could all have.
You're the only one with a
felonies.
pending felony.
Well, you know, I don't like to rub it in everyone's face, but
Blast rap music.
yeah. Oh man, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I applied to work at Favor so I could drive people their food during the day, so I wouldn't just be at home. And then I got a thing back, and they're like, "You have a pending felony. You can't deliver food to people."
Yeah,
like, that seems so weird. I'm not gonna. Look what it's for. It's for drugs. I'm not going to deliver murder to their doorstep. I'm just going to bring them their
You
barbecue.
could be delivering drugs. That's a pretty big crime.
I mean, like...
It's a pretty big favor, too.
You don't think that they would give me 5 stars? Like, we ordered Franklin's barbecue and also got an 8-ball. It was the best night.
Well, I don't know. You might get 1 star depending on which one came first.
Yeah. Yeah. Our food was terrible. We didn't eat for 3 days. Dude, I am like getting into the groove of being a house husband though. Like it's it's pretty fun. I like it. I'm good at. I do laundry. I wash dishes. I do that fun game of clean the litter box where you're just like a shitty prospector, just looking for the worst gold ever. You're like, I hope I find it all. I'm crushing it. I am scared though. There's that parasite that cats have that infests itself into people's brains, and it makes them more likely to take risks and have more cats.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Can you pull that up, Gary? I know we said we were gonna make you pull a lot of stuff up, but there's
What's it
You
called?
just said no videos.
No, yeah.
Cat brain parasite crazy.
Yeah. And then do South America because something like 60% of them have it. This isn't some weird phrenology thing. We're like, let's be racist for a reason. I hate South America because cat worms. No, it's... Can cat...
I had someone tell me that.
Yeah, toxoplasmosis, that's it.
Toxoplasmosis is a parasitic disease caused by Toxoplasma gondii.
Gandhi did this? You piece of shit.
Gandhi was like a pedophile and a rapist.
Yeah, I've heard.
Look that up after. Infection with toxoplasmosis. Yeah. Cause no obvious symptoms in adults. Occasionally, people may have a few weeks or months of mild flu-like illness, such as muscle aches and tender lymph nodes. And a small number of people, eye problems may develop. And those with a weak immune system, severe symptoms such as seizures and poor coordination may occur.
Of like a pharmaceutical commercial. You experience dry eyes, wet mouth, diarrhea, and Eli.
Try this antidepressant. Side effects may include depression.
It always is that. It's so annoying. Oh, but that joke's been done 600 times. All right, that wasn't what I wanted, but just trust me, there's a cat virus out there that's making people risky.
Dude, nothing you say is Google verifiable.
It's because I use DuckDuckGo. I'm a hacker.
Hacker, I just met her.
Jesus, this is when we need the dad cam for me to just stare into. Just. Oh man.
What did you want me to look up about Gandhi?
He fucks kids.
Gandhi pedophile.
Not the app.
What?
There's an app called Gandhi, it looks like.
Oh. Gandhi pedo. Mahatma Gandhi, a pedophile racist, committed genocide.
What a headline.
Back to Tom with the weather.
What's that old shitty street joke that's like Gandhi fasted and had terrible breath from it and awful nails, so he was a super fragile mystic vexed by halitosis.
This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
All right. Yeah, look at that. He's got creepy face. He looks like Einstein in blackface and chemo.
You know, like 85% of people can tell if someone's gay by their face.
Yeah?
I feel like the same should apply to pedophiles. Dude, you look gay as fuck.
I know. I'm aware. I'm gay passing. I can go into any neighborhood and be like, "What's up, fellas?" And I'm like, "Get in here, queen!" Like, "Yes, bitch." Yeah, the neighborhood in Dallas is one of my favorite places.
I didn't know this existed,
dude. So when I used to be at a 12-step program, like the thing is, like, cheers. But the thing is, like, not everybody stays in those for a long time, but you stay friends with people you've spent all this time with. So sometimes you go out drinking with people you used to be at a 12-step program with. So I went out with my buddy to the neighborhood in Dallas for the first time, and we go out to buy drinks. And he was like, "Hey, don't even worry. Our drinks are free all night." And I was like, "Oh, do you know a bartender?" And he's like, "No, honey, I got it." I was like, "All right." So me and this guy, Juan, just go out to drink in the neighborhood, and dudes are just buying us drinks all night. And I'm like, this is incredible. I love this so much. And then he says, "Hey, do you want to go to BJ's?" And I'm thinking, BJ's Brewhouse. Like, let's go get some, like, pretzels with beer cheese, a pizookie, you know, like, just shitty food, but it'll be great. So I'm like, hell yeah.
I hate that you pronounce that correctly.
Why would I not? It's food. Well, so like,
yeah, but it's English.
Let's go to BJ's. So we get in my car, we drive into BJ's, and then we pull up into a parking lot, and there's like a 1-story brick building with just a red neon BJ's on it. I'm like, I don't think this is a franchise. Like, this doesn't look like the BJ's I know. So we walk into the parking lot, and as we walk in, there's this like little 5'6", very twinky dude, and he goes, "Hey, ladies." And I turn around, I'm like, "Where's ladies?" It's just me and Juan. Like, I guess we're ladies. So he checks our IDs, and we walk in, and like 6 steps in, I swear to God, it's still to this day the biggest dick I've ever seen in my life. There's this little short Hispanic dude that's just shredded and has a hammer. And he's on a pole, like holding like this, just going, whoa, whoa, whoa. So he's just like shaking this thing at me. And so I just turned
I don't like that you just did that.
And he turned a corner and just like at my face is just a fucking elephant trunk. And I'm like, "Juan, where are we? I wanted pizookies." Like, so he's like, "No, don't worry. It's so much fun." So it's like a semi-nude gay strip club in Dallas. So we go and we sit down in this like big oval-shaped area, and there's 2 poles that are like 4 or 5 feet away from each other. And we're sitting down, and people are bringing us drinks. It's great. We're having a good time, just chilling. And then the lights go down, and they're like, "Coming to the stage, welcome Connor." And Juan is like, "Check him out. He's my friend. He's amazing." And I'm like, I don't really want to watch. I'm good.
What were you wearing?
Probably like Affliction and Ed Hardy. So I fit right in. Fuck. This shit all sounds so normal to me because that was my closet forever. But yeah, I had like a shirt with probably like a Grim Reaper and rhinestones. Right? So Connor gets up and he starts dancing to Valentino Khan's "Twerk for Gold," which still just haunts my memories. But Connor starts dancing and he's spinning on one of the poles.
Can you play that?
Maybe. But so he puts his like crook of his knee around the pole, and then he's holding himself with just his legs spinning by his knee, and then he throws himself to the other pole. Like, it became Cirque du Soleil. It was it was so odd. Like, he's spinning and doing a lap dance, and then he throws himself like 5 feet and catches the other pole and keeps spinning. And I'm in the middle of the skate bar, and I went, "Yes!" And I stood up and cheered like it was some gymnastic event. And Juan's like, "Sit down." I'm like, "That was awesome." So the dance finishes. We go outside to smoke a cigarette, and we're sitting down. And then Connor comes outside, and Juan goes, "Juan, Connor, come over here. This is Mike, my straight fan. He's the one that loves you." And Connor's like, "Honey, you're not straight." I'm like, "God damn it. I didn't want to be embarrassed." So I go to sit by myself so I don't have to deal with this. And I'm sitting there smoking a cigarette. And this really cool black guy walks up to me. And he's got like hood outfit clothing on, where not like hood is in, he's got like color coordinated shit. And he looks like he's real cool. Like, hood's probably not the right descriptor for him, but if you saw him, you would get it. So he walks up to me and he's sitting there and he's like, "Hey man, can I have a cigarette?" I was like, "Yeah, they're Newports. Is that okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, of course." And so that's what I smoked. So we're smoking a Newport.
Who the fuck are you?
I smoked Newports and then I switched to Camel menthols, but I always like menthol cigarettes. So I'm smoking a Newport with this guy and like talking about nothing. And he goes, "So, you into black guys?" And I was like, "Oh, no, I'm not into guys at all." He goes, "All right." And then just walks away. I was like, that was kind of nice, but I didn't get the impression I was being hit on the whole time. And then it dawned on me, like, there's the whole stereotype about black guys loving fat white women. I was like, well, do gay black guys love fat white men? Like,
I've always wondered if gay guys like man boobs.
This happened. You were at that dinner. You were at that when we were in Vegas at that dinner at Del Frisco's Double Eagle, and we were talking about that, and you were like, "I always wondered if gay guys like man boobs."
And the gay guys immediately like, "No."
The server from like 5 feet away goes, "No." It's fucking incredible.
The closest experience I have to that, I was downtown LA with one of my friends who was just visiting, and he brought me and my buddy Chris and a couple of other of our friends to these like warehouse parties downtown, which have you been to any of those? They're fucking creepy, dude.
They are so creepy.
So we go in through this.
And you can do cocaine openly.
Yeah.
Not that anyone would.
We go in through like the side door of this flower shop, and there's a guy that looks like Willy Wonka on meth, just dressed all crazy, and his eyes are like going different directions.
Hell yeah.
And there's just a room full of just people doing heroin, and and then at some point, I don't know, a guy comes up to me and is like, "I'll give you $20 to suck your dick." And I was like, "Nah, I'm good." And he's like, "All right." Like, takes off. And then at some point, Chris steps in human shit. I don't remember. He just had shit on his shoe. And then we were being friendly with everyone. And, you know, there was drugs being consumed and stuff. It was very uncomfortable, allegedly. The whole thing. There was like it was like dark and neon graffiti all over the walls and like that kind of shit.
Oh, I've been there.
Like, like it looks like a flashback to someone who made like terrible mistakes in life in like a movie. And so Chris steps in shit and he's like takes off his shoe and like smells it and he's like, "Oh." And then
what's with you guys and smelling shoes? You fucking psychopaths. All right.
And then I don't know, there's one gay guy that was like being like cool with us and stuff, and he's like, "Dude, I think this is human shit." And the gay guy goes, "I know." Because there's no dogs anywhere. Like, there's no possibility for a
They're
dog.
not 18.
And I don't know. It was a weird fucking night.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I really wonder how COVID didn't happen sooner when I think about, like, just the way that the world used to be. Like, I distinctly remember being at an after-hours club in LA at, like, 5:30 in the morning and doing cocaine off of, like, a cigarette ashtray that had been cleaned out with a paper towel, like, with, like, a group of strangers, and then one of them lighting a blunt and was all just sharing that blunt. And it's like, that was strangers at a gross after-hours bar with, like, one other comic I knew, and then we just went and spit on a microphone for the next 28 days, you know?
Well, that's because they didn't genetically engineer it yet.
Yes, science.
Chinese.
Yeah. How long have we been going?
The Asians do it again. See, the Asians keep winning, man.
Dude,
they're still the biggest mass murderers.
We're at 40 minutes.
Thank you. I had this thing last December. Someone was making like a big push to plant a shit ton of trees. And they're like, "Hey, if we planted all of these trees, it would cancel out the carbon impact of like 40,000 people. Like, if we plant 1 million trees, that's 40,000 people." And I was like, "Oh, what if we dropped a nuke on Shenzhen and Shanghai and killed 40 million people? That's like 2 billion trees." Like, if we just nuke China, and also
you're just reverse engineering oxygen at that point.
They're the number one like pollution people. Like, they're fucking killing us with all the single-use plastics and all that. Like, they're bad and they don't follow any of the rules. So if we just nuked them.
You heard it first. Mike Eaton thinks Chinese people are bad.
So I said last December, I tried to bring it on stage and to start a chant. I thought it would work in like fucking San Marcos because I was there for a show at Silver Spoon. So I was like, "Nuke China, nuke China." And so I just have 20 people staring at me while I try and start the chat. Nuke China. And they're not on board. And so I was like, all right, maybe I didn't set it up right. So I went and I looked up all the numbers. I got it all right. I memorized everything. And then I made sure I did good jokes beforehand. So I've got the crowd on my side at another brewery show in like early January. And then I bring it in again. I'm like, what do you guys think? Nuke China, Nuke China. And nobody got on board again. That was January of this year. If I had done that joke in March, I would have had stadiums chanting Nuke China.
We still got time, man.
Maybe try it up in Georgetown.
Oh, yeah, they would have loved that in Georgetown. If I had switched from Blue Lives Don't Matter to Nuke China, they'd have been like, yeah, neither do yellow ones. Okay. He's up, Georgetown. Oh, man. I wonder, like, I know, like, some people, like, there's that whole thing that some people watch stuff because they like it, and then some people watch stuff because they fucking hate it. Like Shock Jocks on the radio, 70% of their listeners are listening.
I want to get some rage fans.
That's what I'm saying. There's gotta be like somebody that's just like sitting there cleaning their fucking gun before they go to the shooting range to just like suck off Uncle Sam and talk about veterans. And they're just like, I fucking hate these guys. Next episode.
Do you remember someone commented on one of my Casburgers episodes? Like, I think it was the Kenosha one. Mm-hmm. And he was like, you're still a liberal piece of shit. You better shut your mouth before you talk to the wrong person and get your ass kicked or something. And I was like, I wasn't even saying anything like offensive to anyone.
Dude, I love...
And they made a custom username. It was like a real local 27 or something. Just to say that.
Sounds like a hot mom in your area. If you read that the right way, it's like, hey, you filthy liberal. You say that the right way, you might have someone fuck around and find out. Like, oh, someone's going to spit in your mouth. Like,
it's a nice constitution out there. It'd be a shame if someone came on it.
1,776 times. But 1783, that's when we made the constitution.
I think I got deleted. This entire content is too stupid to insert. Wait, click view reply.
Yeah, because Eli for sure replied.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you did. Dude, Mike D from the Beastie Boys is a fan of the podcast.
Wait. Look at Chuck. This is my new favorite Pidcats. He just had his like 8th concussion.
That's awesome.
He's fucked.
That's amazing.
I love you, Chuck.
Hey, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, why? I don't. That's such the backhanded compliment. Like, hey, I assumed you were retarded.
People say that to me all the time. Like, hey, you're actually funny.
Yeah, that
like,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Do you think I'm just an asshole for no reason?
Yes. I think
absolutely.
I know you're funny, but you are an asshole for no reason.
All right.
My favorite is when like we're like getting booked on shows and they're like, hey, do you know any other comedians? And I was like, oh, my friend Eli is good. And they're like, is he funny? I was like, yeah. And they're like, is he an asshole? And I'm like, he's funny. Like you should book him, but also like close to me so that I can do the talking.
Yeah, you're like my handler.
Yeah, for sure. I am your Chelsea handler. Oh man. Well, shit, dude. I think like there's probably not much more comedy until next year.
Yeah.
I mean, Christmas, and then that like little weird week span where everybody's just drunk, and then New Year's.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep my shit together while the gym's closed, and by that I mean I'm not gonna.
Oh God, we should do one of these every day then, so you don't.
We really
murder.
should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do them every day.
Oh yeah, good. The guy that's getting paid to make this. Is like, yeah, you should do one every day. Put my son through daycare.
All right. Yeah. How many minutes we at?
I think we're good.
All right. I want partial custody though.
Dude, he's.
I'm not the guy to talk to about that.
There's only so much custody, and he has very little. Oh.
All right. Tune in. Fucking.
Yeah, go follow Eli Octavius Thunder, and I'm
gonna make an Instagram account for this and shit.
Yeah, we should do
I'm
that.
late on that.
So is the official name Giggleboys?
Yeah, it's Giggleboys. That's what I call my money I make from comedy, Gigglebucks. And on my 1099 form where I apply for all my welfare, I write that my occupation is a Giggleboy.
Gigglebucks is what we're gonna get paid in from the stimulus.
Gigglebucks is what the stimulus. They're gonna be like, you get 40 Gigglebucks and $10 in Kohl's cash. Like, all right, thanks.
All right, I'm gonna put on pants.
All right, yeah, that's a good idea.
Thanks for watching.